Happy Friday, everybody. I think we made it. Sorry I'm a little bit late. I got caught up watching Peter and yeah, things just happened. So, but we're here now, right? So, it has been a busy week, right? Um, First, before I do anything else, I want to thank a very nice young man. I am going to butcher his name, I promise you. It is On Dang, I believe. On Dang. So I buy a lot of camera bags to review, and a lot of them I get off Facebook Marketplace. Okay. And so he had a bag, and I met up with him, and I bought the bag, obviously. And he gave me another bag. Just gave it to me, right? Look at this thing. Is that not awesome? It is a it's made by Manfrotto for National Geographic. Really super brand new. Super nice. It's kind of a canvas. I don't think it's waxed, but it's kind of a canvas with a leather top. Super nice bag. So I will be doing a review on this one. But, so thank you. Huge shout out to On. I think, so his name has a lot of those little symbols over the letters. And so I think it's On, I think. And On, if I am saying it wrong, I am so sorry. Second thing that happened this week was my son turned 30. That's like a kind of a big thing, big deal, right? So it made him feel a little bit old. It made me feel a little bit older. But other than that, yeah, so we went out and had a really nice family dinner, and you know, it was all good. And then I had my little man this week, and so it's been a really busy week. But one of the things, and the reason why I'm going to be doing this, because I just happened to run across this, and I like to save money like everybody else, right? I'm kind of tight, even though you wouldn't know it, because I do spend quite a bit of money, but I like to get the best bargain I can, and so I will shop around until I find, where I can save a little bit of money. So I ran across this. Now y'all saw if I don't topple everything over, y'all saw the video I did on the Tom Talk, which I love. Well, guess what I found? And no, it's not the same bag. Right? Half the price. Yeah. So it got me thinking, and so I'm going to do like this whole series. Well, so far 3. Because a lot of times you don't need the best quality. You don't, you can get a Maserati or a Chevy, and they're both going to get you from point A to point B. It's just a lot more fun to drive the Maserati, right? Well, sometimes you don't need a $100 bag. Okay, case in point, these two little jewels. $90 bag, a $20 bag, and they're basically the same. If anything, I think I like the $20 bag a little better. But this is a knockoff of the Bellroy. Now, they don't have that name brand label. Okay? So if you're all about the name brand label, you're going to spend $90. If you just want a bag to hold your stuff, you're going to spend $20. So I just thought it would be a fun series of videos to do some knockoffs, and I didn't know they were out there. I'm very sheltered, okay? I didn't realize they were out there. So anyway, that's going to be coming up. I don't remember what video I'm on, to be honest with you. I was supposed to edit it last night, and I got kind of wrapped up in something else, and I don't remember I don't remember which video I'm on. It's all good. Let's check out who is here. There's Roy. There's no comments. That's so good. Okay. Why are there no comments? Really? Try this again, Roy. And Roy's still not there. Alrighty then. Maybe if I... Well... Yeah, I don't have any idea. So I tried to add the border again. I'm sure Roy's in there somewhere. He's probably just like in the background maybe. Yeah, I guess we won't have comments tonight because I don't know what I'm doing. So Lewis, if you want to call me, you certainly can. Because I don't have a clue. I do not know why they're not showing up, but they're not. So, not a bit. That's fun. I don't know if I can take this off. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, sorry guys. If anyone knows a quick fix to this, you just let me know. Yeah, appreciate that. Peter. Wow, that's really awesome looking bag. Very, very masculine, right? Like, I can't see me carrying it. So I took it over and I showed it to Uncle G, and he really kind of likes it for his Dungeons and Dragons or whatever the stuff he plays. And it has a removable insert, so he's got plenty of room for all his stuff, right? So I think it kind of looks like Indiana Jones. That's what I think, yeah. It isn't really that big at all. You don't think that's not big? Really? I think that's pretty good size. If you turn it this way, it's the same size as my camera bag. Kind of big. Too big for me. Very handsome looking bag. Yes, it's very handsome. It's very manly. Peter says, happy birthday, Grant. You will probably have the turning 30 blues. And then you will roar like a lion through your 30s. And then it happens all over again at 40. Yes, right? Well, I think at 40 you have a little bit bigger waistline, a little less hair. At 30 you still are pretty trim and fit and have most of your hair. So there's that. Sammy, how you doing, bud? Hi, Sly. Yeah, Sammy, Peter, why don't I have comments? I don't know that you've been in here before, Sammy, so welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm glad to have you. And he's saying hello to everyone. Lewis, oh my goodness, I haven't seen you in forever. Sly, I can't stay long, but I wanted to say hi and thank you for everything, and happy early birthday, Peter Gregg. Love you, buddy. Thanks. Lewis, I'm so happy to see you again. Right? I hate that you can't stay, but I understand. And don't be a stranger, please. We love you, Lewis. Peter's saying, hi, Sammy. Love seeing you here. Sammy's laughing and says, I took a nap, Peter, so I stayed up. Yeah, I didn't get a nap. Thank you very much. People, so I'm kind of a night owl, like hugely a night owl, and I am not a morning person. 4-year-olds tend to get up very early in the morning, and so that kind of started my sleep deprivation for the rest of the week. So 181 uplift. Hello everyone, and I know I should know your name. I'm thinking it's Jerry. Please correct me. Let me know what your name is, because otherwise I'm going to call you Jerry all night. And if that's wrong, then yeah, okay. Peter's saying, yes, it looks very Indiana Jones, right? And no, it's not too big at all. Well, it on me, I kind of like smaller, more trim, but on G, he's 6 feet, 6'1". On him, it looked great. Thank you very much. That would be Peter calling. Yeah. Yes. What's up? So how? How do I grab one of the comments? Okay, there you are. So how do I get you on front? I got you. I got a hold of you. Okay. Yeah, you are. So, so you are off. You're up as high as it'll go on the monitor, and you're not there. Yes. Yes. He's trying to talk me through this. Hmm? It says show and current scene. Sammy says, oh, I see the comments now under your video. Okay, so Sammy sees the comments, and Norm says the comments are hidden by the inset image. Try removing the border and set the comments to... Yeah, I don't know how to do that, guys. What's the name of that auxiliary window down there? One is called the Team Overlay. Okay? Yeah. In your overlays window, find my comment. Yeah, I got you. It's not locked. The overlays window, all the way to the top, inside the overlays window, and you'll see it moving up blue. It'll have a blue line. You're at the very top, and I'm still on top of you. Yes, I understand that. I just don't know how to do that. Oh. Let me see if... Oh, there you just disappeared. Where is the border residing? On the bottom? Well, no. No, it was. It was, but we don't know where it is now. No, I know. It's there. But we don't know where it is. So, okay. We tried. It's all right. Oh, good. I got it right. Okay. Thanks. Bye. We tried, right? I don't know how to... Okay, there's several things I don't know how to do, okay? There's more than several, but we'll start with several. I don't know how to make... If you notice, the blue part has a radius corner, but the picture part does not. It's got square corners. Don't know how to make those radius. Don't know how to put the overlays, the comments on top, because right now they're sandwiched between me and the blue. Yeah. So there's several things I don't know how to do. But, you know, it's all good. You got it, Jerry, it is. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm really not good with names, but for some reason that just stuck in my head that 181 Uplift was Jerry. So welcome, Jerry. I'm glad you're here. Norm, you're still awake? Welcome. Norm doesn't come in very often because he goes to sleep. So I'm glad you're still up. It says the comments are hidden by the inset image. Try removing the border and set the comments to set. So if I go to overlays, I don't know. Add last comment as overlay. Let's see if that works. Nope, that didn't work either. So, okay. Sammy's, and Sammy, I'm using Ecamm. I see the comments now under your video. Yes, they're in there. They're sandwiched. Yes. I think you need to make the comments layer on top. Yes, yes, I do. And I have no idea how to do that. So there's the fella, Mr. Camera Junkie. I love him to pieces. He makes tutorials, and in my mind, he makes tutorials just for Sly, because I watch them. I hit pause. I have 2 computers, and so I watch him on this computer. I hit pause, and then I come over to the Mac and I do whatever he says and do it over here, and yeah. And he's a genius. Yeah. Sammy says, can you make your camera smaller to show the comments? Why, yes, I bet I can do that. If I don't hit the finish button. Haha. Haha. How about that? Sammy, you're a genius. There. Let's bring those down just a little bit. Make me just a little bit bigger. Now center me back up there. And you disappeared again. Ah, there you are. You're a genius. See? Something so simple. You saved the whole show, Sammy. Thank you. Lewis, I was just talking about you and singing your praises. We're having a few little technical difficulties, but the show must go on. And I will watch your video afterwards and fix my corners and fix my overlays, and yeah, and life will be good again. Lewis can help you. He's here. He helped you make the background. Yes, he did. So, and he made another video, was it last Saturday? That I have not had time to go back and do, but I'm sure he has like 5,000 views because of me. So I play it, I pause, and then I do what he says, and then I go back and how did he do that? And sometimes I have to play it 2 or 3 times. Not the sharpest tool in the shed over here. So, but yeah. Randy says, this is why I love to watch live streaming. Yes. And it always happens. Something always happens. And here's the thing, if you go in knowing that something is going to happen, you just don't know what it's going to be, but something is always going to happen. It doesn't faze you a bit. You just keep going, right? And so that's kind of where I'm going with it. I just keep going. So in all of this, I did have something to show you. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, nope, that's not it. So you guys are a bunch of camera guys, right? And so you all know exactly what this is, right? And can we say who this is made by? Because everybody in here knows Peak Design, right? And I absolutely love. I have these on both my cameras. I love these. Is this? Ah, I found it. Okay. So the reason I love these is because with one hand, you can just chip with one hand and it's off, right? And you can attach it the same way. Okay. Now, the only thing I don't love about Peak Design is the price. Kind of pricey. So, as I was perusing on Amazon, and I found those bags, right? Found something else. Dun, 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 dun. Is it Peak Design? No, it's a knockoff. So the Peak Design leash, this is the size of the leash. And my cameras are really lightweight, so leash is all I need. Is $45. Okay. This is the exact same principle. Exact same. Right? Now, on this one, on these little knobbies, you probably are not going to be able to see. If you all probably have a Peak Design neck strap or wrist strap or something. They have a little triangle on this little piece. This is exactly the same size. I wish and I do have some extras. I just don't know where they are. These two are exactly the same size. Everything about these is identical, except the Peak Design has a little triangle on it, and on the back it has a little PD. These have a little indentation, like for your thumb to grab hold of, on both sides. And no, there's no PD on it. Okay. So again, if you're a label person, pay the $45. This thing was $10.99, I believe. And it is, now I'm comparing it to the wrist strap, which is the same material as the leash. And I gotta tell you, it's not quite as thick as the Peak Design. But there is no way that anything could break that. Now you can cut it, but you can cut that. So for my little cameras that don't weigh hardly anything, this is a very handy addition because it'll just slip over your neck and boom, you're good to go. And it's totally adjustable. It's long enough. Now, as you can see, I've got it adjusted, reasonably short. It's long enough you can do the sling thing and have it down at your hip. But I don't think I'd want to carry my camera down at my hip. I don't know. I just kind of like having it right there so I can just, because I do kind of take some pictures. I got kind of tickled because that fellow with the bag, I asked him if he was a photographer because he was selling a lot of camera bags. And I'm sorry I didn't get to him sooner because I would have bought most of them, right? And he's very humble. And he says, no, I just like to take pictures. And I said, well, that's what a photographer does. So you are a photographer. Hello. Norm says, my circadian rhythm is disrupted because I drove until 4 a.m. to get home from Indiana yesterday. Okay. So you slept a little bit later. And so yes, I understand that. I work nights all night till 6 in the morning. And then the very next day, my first day off, I am expected to become amongst the daylight dwellers again. So I do understand. It's kind of hard sometimes. Sammy says, I was an eCam master, but then I stopped streaming a couple of months ago and then got a little rusty. I noticed that, Sammy, because believe it or not, I am a subscriber and I do watch your shows. Norm says, much better now for the comments. Yes. Yeah, I like them being up there, right? And so Lewis is going to have to walk me through how to get them back up there. Actually, I'll just watch his video and he explains all of that really, really, really well. And I just apparently can't do it if I don't have him right over here telling me how to do it. So, yeah. It was kind of funny. My grandson, I guess he thinks Peter lives next door. I'm not 100% sure. Peter sent him a wonderful birthday message, and we took him to Great Wolf Lodge, and Peter says he wished he had known he would have liked to have gone. Well, I'm taking him to it's a water park in Oklahoma. It's all indoors, and he insists that Peter goes with us this time because Peter wanted to go last time. So I had to show him a map and explain to him, do you remember how far it took us to drive? And this is where we live, and this is where Peter lives, and it's not close enough for him to come to the water park. Norm says, I use Optec Pro Straps, neoprene material that has a bit of stretch to reduce the impression of weight. They have Fast-Tech couplings that provide a quick release option. Okay. If my camera was very heavy, all of mine are about the same weight. So the little point and shoots weigh about the same as the M6. I did change the lens on the M6 to the one I carry to the 15-45. I had the 11-22 on, and Peter got me looking at the weight and all that good stuff, and the 15-45 is lighter than the 11-22. and you get a little bit more zoom with it. So that's the lens I have on there now, but it's so light that you don't really notice it like at all. I haven't yet anyway. So, but I think I put a description to all of these knockoffs in down below. But this is a really nice strap for $10. I mean, you can't beat it. I was actually looking at the Ulanzi makes one. They call it what do they call it? Folsom? They call it a something. They don't call it a Ulanzi strap. They call it a Folsom, something like that. It starts with an F. And they use little balls. It's kind of the same locking thing, but instead of having a little disc hanging off your camera, you have a little ball hanging off your camera. So I really kind of like the little discs. And then I looked at, there was another one from a company I really like, and they don't use, K&F, Kent and Faith, or Kent Faith, or something like that. They just have a clip, and so you have this, when it's not on, you have a clip hanging. And I just personally, for me, I just thought that looked a little tacky. I mean, this doesn't look great, but it doesn't look like half a clip, right? So yeah, there was that. And there was someone else that made one, and they had the neck strap was padded, and now I can't think of who it was. So but for me, this little $10 strap is fantastic. That's all I need right there. Peter says, but Granny, it's only 8 inches. That's not far. Yeah, right? Then Sammy's laughing. I got that joke, Peter. I'm sure, Sammy. I'm sure you did. I'm starting back to streaming, but Ecamm has changed a lot, and I know how to use it still. Yeah, when I turned it on just tonight, it wants me to do an update, and Lewis was kind of going over the updates in his last live. I would have to watch that several times before I attempt to change or to update, because I'm sure if I updated it, tonight wouldn't have happened. Sammy says, I went to a local camera store and they had a ProMaster strap, and it was expensive for a camera strap, right? That's the thing, is first of all, I don't want one that's this wide, okay? I just think that would bite into my neck too much. Like my daughter's guitar straps. There are camera straps out there that look like guitar straps, and they're this wide. I am not holding up a guitar. I'm holding up a little bitty camera. So, don't need something, Jeff says, good day, Sly. Just a quick pop in to say hello. We are out with our granddaughter. That's awesome. We're going to the movies to see Paw Patrol. Yes. I have lots of Paw Patrol things in my house. She's so excited, so I will watch it later tonight when we get back home. That's awesome. So you'll have to tell her that Sly's favorite pup is Rubble. I like Rubble. So yes, we're a big Paw Patrol family over here. He still loves dinosaurs. Don't get me wrong, but he likes Paw Patrol too. So we watch a lot of Paw Patrol, Bubble Guppies, and my TV is never on unless he's here, which is ironic because he shouldn't be watching more TV than I do, right? But he does. Norm says Ulanzi makes a very interesting line of photo and video products. Yes, they do, and everything I have bought from Ulanzi has been fantastic. I don't use it anymore, but when I was first trying to figure out this live streaming thing, I had the microphone down below me, and my microphone arm is a Ulanzi. I have their tech pouches, their lights. I love, love, love their lights. I don't know. One night I did a show, and I had as much of my Ulanzi stuff as I could find, and I have a lot. There is a lot of it. They're see if I can. Yeah. Yep. So this is a clip for an action camera. So when I'm walking around, I might want to film something without getting the big camera out. So I just put the little Osmo right there, and boom, I'm in business. And so then I kind of get a lot of B-roll that way. But today, I went and helped Uncle G with his car, and in cars, aftermarket parts do not always fit, and it didn't fit. So it was kind of a sad day. It was close. It was very, very close, but it was not perfect. And if you're restoring a car, you want it to be perfect. So he's going to have to send that piece back and order from a different company. So the piece he needs was, his old one was very, very flat, and this one was just a little bit curved, so it just didn't fit. So that was a little bit of a disappointment. But you know, he has a 2004 Mustang GT Silver Anniversary Edition, and he absolutely loves that car, and so he is restoring it and fixing it up. He drove it all the way, well, he drove it his senior year, I think, in high school, and he's had it ever since. So it went to college with him, and so it has a lot of memories to it, so he'll probably never get rid of that car. But and so we had to, he slid off the road one night, and you know, Mustangs are really low to the ground, and so it kind of tore the bumper part a little bit, and so we kind of had to Bondo. The pieces were still there. There was nothing missing, so we just kind of put them together and then stuck Bondo on the inside, and so now it won't like hang and flap and, you know, all that good stuff. So and then this piece that we were trying to replace was the tail light, third light, that's on the trunk lid. So yeah, Granny was in the trunk. I warned him, don't shut this trunk lid on me. He didn't. He was really good. But and then it was so cute. For his birthday, 30 years old, what does he want? Out of everything he could ask for, a steering wheel with pedals and a shifter for his PC. Okay. So we got that up and running, and he was giggling like he was 12 years old. Very, very, very happy boy. So I'm sure he's still, that's probably why he didn't come in tonight, because I'm sure he's still driving. And he fixed it. The race car on the computer is a Mustang, and somehow he got it to where he's inside the Mustang, and so it looks just like his car. And so when he turns, it turns, and he shifts, and yeah. So yeah, it was. I don't understand all that stuff, but he was a very happy boy, right? My level of gaming is Mario Kart. Not too bad on Mario Kart, but if you get much past that, yeah, no. I can do, what is it, Tetris, where you have to, the blocks fall and you have to put them in the right. I can do that one. But yeah, the games he plays, I couldn't even begin to do. Someone said there is a huge market on YouTube, or a huge audience, for old people playing video games. That young people like to watch old people play video games. Yeah, I'm not ready to go there. Yeah. Peter says, I think Ulanzi makes an accessory fan for cameras that's pretty nice. They do. It is the size, it's like perfect sized, of the LCD screens. So what you do is you raise your screen up and then you mount the fan right here, and it helps keep the camera cool. And you know, interestingly enough, and I've never had a camera fail due to overheating, but I did notice, I was making a video the other day, and the temperatures are starting to get a little bit cooler here, so I don't need the air conditioner all the time anymore. In fact, it's off right now. It's getting a little warm in here, but nothing like crazy. But the cameras get hotter. I went to turn off the cameras and I'm like, ooh, that's a little warm. See, the air conditioner is right, like it blows right on the cameras. So it's been keeping my cameras cool all summer, and I didn't realize that it was to that extent. Lewis says, yes, sim racing. Yes. There's no way. Just watching him, like the first, 5 minutes that he was playing with it, he was spinning out and turning the wheel too much, and it took him about 5 minutes to figure out how not to turn it too much and when to apply the brakes, and the pedal system is really cool because I got to sit and try the pedals, and the clutch actually feels like a clutch and the brake actually feels like a brake. It is kind of cool. Peter says, I'm old, I think. I could play video games. I haven't ever really played any, right? But these young people would love to watch you play. So, I don't know. I know that Yolandi created a fan for the ZVE1. I think it's the same fan. I can speak English. It's my native language. Because I think all the LCD screens, regardless of if they flip out or flip up, I think they're all pretty much the same size, and that fan just sits where the screen rests. So I don't have another camera up here. I have an ADD. If I don't trip over all my bags. Yep. So, yeah, so you would just put that out and then you just mount the fan right there. So, yeah, they're about the same size. They are the same size. So I guess it doesn't matter if the camera's big or small, or I guess somebody decided, oh, let's make those a universal size. And so the Yolandi fan would just sit right there and keep the camera cool. So now you have to take it off when you close the screen, but while you're shooting, it might save your video. Peter says, oh, Sammy, does it fit on my camera? Sammy says, I will send it to you. You open the door for that one, Peter. Peter says, behave. You open that door. I'm sorry. So, Peter likes it when you spend money on him, but he doesn't want you to spend money on him. Does that make sense? So, yeah, he chastised me for sending him things. So I stopped. Sammy said, it is just created for the E1 and the ZV-E10. Oh, okay. You're in college, Sam. Don't go sending stuff. Now, what does it matter if he's in college? If the boy wants to send you something, let him. Those fans are not that expensive. But Yolandi makes, they have some new stuff out now. They actually have a microphone system. They're trying to compete with DJI, because it's in a charging case like the DJI. It is bigger than the DJI. So I thought about getting it, maybe, but I really want the DJI one. So I am going to get the Osmo 4. I'm kind of waiting to see if because, you know, Amazon's having another, what do they call it? Prime Days, October 11th through something. And so I'm kind of waiting to see if it goes down in price a little bit. And I'm still on the fence about laptop or just a screen and taking everything with me. You know, laptop would obviously be easier, but is it $900 easier? I'm sagging. So I'm still kind of on the fence about that. You know, when I lost internet, I had to take the Mac Mini, pack everything up, keyboard, mouse, and my son had a extra monitor, so I didn't have to take a monitor. So I have everything. It's just a matter of packing it all up, or do I just jump off and buy a laptop? Would be so much easier, but haven't. You know how I am. I have to research things to death, and then once I make a decision, I wait a week, and if it's still a sound decision, then I'll pull the trigger. But that's just kind of how I do things. No, I mean the link. He got you on that one, Peter. That was good, Sam. Yeah, I like that. Peter says, does the laptop give you enough ports to live stream? Yes, because it has a port for a hub. So my little OWC hub is like this big. It's not a hub. It's called something else. But anyway, you just plug it into the computer, and then you've got HDMI, 3, lightning ports, a USB port, and it's this big. So laptop, hub, you're good to go. Plug the camera right into it. I've got one of the cameras, not 100% sure which one. I think I've got the overhead plugged into that adapter thing. So I don't think you call it a hub. I think you call it something else. But Sam says, maybe it's time to get a MacBook. They've gotten cheaper in the last couple of years. Yes. The one I'm looking at, believe it or not, it's because I'm really cheap. Okay. And the only time I would ever use it is for remote live streaming. So, you know, my grandson's getting bigger and I want to start taking him places. I'm going to shoot for once a month, maybe once every other month. But a lot of times it would be a Thursday, Friday night stay over. And so I would want to live stream on those Fridays. That's the only thing I would use it for. So what I'm looking at is the 13-inch MacBook Air, which I've been told you can live stream with it. So it's basically the same setup as the Mac, what I'm using right now. So, yeah, it's just one of those decisions that's like, do you spend $1,000 or do you just spend $100 and get a portable screen, right? Peter says, yes, he nailed me. Peter says, what case would fail an entire streaming system, including a small monitor, mini keyboard, and so on? Would fit, maybe? What case would fit an entire streaming system? So I have, you know, because I'm the queen of bags and cases and what have you. So I have a case for the Mac Mini, the Hagibis hub. I know it's not a hub. It's a Hagibis something. And the mouse and the cables. So I have that. And all I would have to do is find something to put the keyboard in and the monitor. So, yeah, I don't know. A remote live streaming bag. So, all these camera bags, any camera bag you look, find me a camera bag that doesn't have either a tablet or a laptop sleeve. They all do, right? So, the keyboard, if the camera bag was tall enough, my keyboard is reasonably large. How large is it? Well, let's just see. It is 18 inches. Okay. So I don't think my camera bag is 18 inches. I'm almost 100% sure it's not. But I have got a plethora of camera bags that are. So if I was going remotely, I could just take the case with the Mac in it, and the mouse, and the thing that's not a hub, and then stick the keyboard in the laptop sleeve. Oh no, that would be where the screen would go. I might have to think about that. But yes, it would be so much more convenient just for it to be a laptop and have it all in one. But haven't made up my mind yet. I have made up my mind on the Osmo 4. That's a for sure thing. I'm just, it was so funny because I got a notification that they had gone on sale from Amazon and they had dropped 99 cents. Yes, it was $4.99.98 or $4.99.99 and it dropped to $4.99. So I could have saved a whole whopping $1. So Sammy says, if you like to be cheap, or should I say frugal with your money, use your phone and get a little tripod and mic and then you're set. Yes, but I can't use eCam on my phone. So I have all of that, but I can't do the eCam. So yeah, don't know how to do that. Sammy says, also, I text you that link, Peter. Peter, if you're going to buy a fan for your camera, use my link. Yeah, Peter's thanking Sammy. Yes. So I am a Ulanzi affiliate. Go figure. Which way am I going here? It keeps falling down. Because I really like their products. I mean, I have everything from, lights, which are electrical, to mic arms, which are not. And everything I have from Ulanzi, in fact, I think this is a Ulanzi. Yep. My little multi-tool thing. And the whole reason I got this, it was not for the camera, was because Little Man's Toys, I don't know if you can see this. This one. This is the whole reason I bought this one little tool right here. I don't know if you can see that. Let me, it's not gonna. There you go. There you, look how little that screwdriver is. Tiniest screwdriver ever. But that's what, all of his toys have this little teeny tiny screw on the battery door that nothing fits, and this fits it. So that's the whole reason I bought that little toy, or that little tool, and I carry it with me everywhere because a lot of times I'm at his mom's house and something dies and he's got these little trains that are battery operated and everything is battery operated. And I'm constantly changing batteries. So, and this is really well made. It actually has the hex keys on it. Let's see if I can show those. I'll have to do this. And it's not going to do it. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Nope, it's not. Okay, well, it has 4 hex keys and some screwdrivers and a flat blade, and it's just has really come in handy more often than I can say. And it's really well made, and it's slim, and it just fits inside. But yeah, everything I bought from Ulanzi. So when they offered me an affiliateship, I said yes, please. Sammy said it's called the Ulanzi camera cooling fan for Sony, Canon, Fujifilm, Nikon, etc., etc. And Peter says, are you an affiliate with Ulanzi separate from Amazon? Yes, I am. And so it's like, I think the Ulanzi is, no, the Tom Talk is the ridiculously long one. The Ulanzi link is like www.ulanzi.com / and then just a few numbers. So yes. And Ulanzi pays a lot better than Amazon. Yeah. So, and they have sales that are not on Amazon. So like they'll have the product on Amazon, but they won't have the discount like the, and it's not over here. The vlogging pouch is not even on Amazon, and it's on sale on the Ulanzi site. So they have some things that, and what was it? I saw something that was on Amazon and on the Ulanzi site, and it was only on sale on the Ulanzi site. So, yeah. Peter says, awesome, winter chicken dinner with a twang. I say it with a twang. Yeah, winter chicken dinner. Yeah, I say it with a twang. And that has nothing to do with Norm. That's a thing we do in Oklahoma. So, actually, I think for November I'm going to change it to winter turkey dinner. Kind of, I like that. Kind of has a thing to it. But, yeah, it's so anyway, back to so if you guys know of any clones, I don't know, are they clones, knockoffs, or copycats, right? I think those three are kind of interchangeable, but yeah. So that's what that's my next, I guess my next probably 3 or 4 videos is going to be about, you know, is it, if I had spent $45 for a strap and then found this for 10, I think I would have been a little bit disappointed with myself. Now, I absolutely love this. And I did get a strap because I thought it was cute. It's like a colored camo that's supposed to be, it has the same mechanism, and on their little discs they're exactly the same as the Peak design. They've got the little triangle and everything, but the thing I don't like about them is about yay far down there is a release thing, a clasp on both sides, and you're supposed to be able to use them as a wrist strap. Those annoy me. Because when you put this thing on, so you have a quick release here and here, that just annoys me. So I'm sending them back. So they do have the triangle, just they're identical to these. The only thing they do not have is that PD on the back, but they're the same. And the strap material is more like this. So I just thought they'd be kind of cute because they're kind of camo. Scott, how you doing? Hello, received my Alpine 200 backpack. Haven't loaded it yet, but I think I'm going to love it. Awesome. Is it Cordura on the outside? Is it nylon? What's it made of? Because I have never had a slinger, so I thought about getting one just so I could review it, but I haven't actually done that yet. So I am curious. There again, I don't think with a backpack, unless you really have your heart set on a specific name brand, I don't know that they're worth spending $300 and $400. I don't think they're that much better than a $40 backpack. This fellow that gave me that messenger bag, he was wanting a big backpack, and I don't have anything really much bigger than a 20 liter. 22, I think, is the biggest. Because the bigger you get, the more stuff you can cram in it, and then you got to carry that thing. And I read something that said for every hour that you hike, it adds 10 pounds. So if you start off with a 20-pound bag and you hike for an hour, well, now it's going to feel like a 30-pound bag. And you hike for another hour, and now it's going to feel like a 40-pound bag. And by the time you've hiked for 4 hours, you're wearing a 60-pound bag on your back. No, thank you. So I keep everything as light as I possibly can. Now, if I'm traveling, completely different story. Okay? If I'm just going out for the day, yes, I keep everything as light as I possibly can. I only put in what I really think I'm going to use. When I travel, I do tend to take more stuff. But I'm also not going to go hiking. And if that is the game plan, then I would take a destination bag, which is one of the big backpacks, and cram everything I can in it, and then take my little hiking bag for the hike, and then just take what I need for the day. So I really do try to keep it down to a minimum, because usually when we go out, we're out for 3 or 4 hours. And so if you start off with 10 pounds and you're out for 4 hours, you're up to what, 30, 40 pounds is what it feels like. So that can get kind of heavy. And it's not, the product is not getting any heavier. It just, your fatigue level is rising, and so it just feels like you're carrying more stuff. So but yeah, I'm very interested to know how you like it, the material and stuff that it's made out of. Is it like, I love my Timbas, because the Fultons, because they're like a canvas, and they just feel good, right? I'm kind of a tactile person, and so if it, like one of these knockoff bags, the belt on it does not feel good. I mean, it's perfectly satisfactory. It will hold the bag. Don't care how much weight you put in that thing, it will hold it. I just don't like the feel of it. And if you're wearing a hoodie or something, you're not going to feel it anyway. But I would send it back just because I didn't like the feel of the belt, which I know is silly and ridiculous. But if I'm like that, there's other people out there like that too. So yeah. So I'm going to be kind of... And if you guys know of any knockoffs that you like, that actually work as well, or sometimes maybe even better than the name brand stuff, and cost a fraction of the price, please put a comment below. Let me know, because I will get stuff in here, right? And if there's anything you guys want me to look at that's not ridiculously expensive, I did have a guy write in about a camera bag from like the Netherlands or Switzerland or somewhere. Super nice bag. It was also like $400. And I'm like, dude, I am so sorry. I will try to find one, but I'm not paying $400. It was a messenger bag. It was a lot like this one, actually. But it wasn't made out of canvas. But it was, maybe it was wax canvas. But it was really nice. So... yeah, until YouTube starts paying me the big money, we're going to keep it on the small side. So, but yeah, it's all good. So Scott, please, 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 do tell. I want to know all about it. And so you're probably sitting with your leg propped up, and someone is probably there with you. Put the camera bag across your belly and start putting that, sorting it how you want it. Every single camera bag that I've ever had, and I have a lot, nothing has come from the factory the way I wanted it. So the very first thing I do is rip out all those dividers, start with a blank slate, and then I start taking my cameras. And fortunately, the M6 is a small, what I call a small body camera, whereas the 80D is a large body. So the M6 a lot of times will fit like this in the camera bag instead of like this. And which is kind of twofold, because if it's sitting like this, you can just reach in and the grip is right there and you can just pull it out. If it's sitting in there like this, then you have to kind of grab it like that to pull it out. So I kind of really prefer that orientation. Plus it saves space. And I carry small bags, so I got to be able to make the most out of the space I have. And so I do kind of like that. I found that even with the little point and shoots, I still put them in like this because of the way you pull them out. So yeah, there's that. But so yes, if there's anything you guys would like me to review that I haven't, shoot me a comment on one of the videos somewhere. I've had this week I have had comments on some of my oldest videos, and like, I can't believe people are still watching those. But the comments still pop up like they're from one of the latest videos. So it doesn't matter. Just pick one, put a comment, say, hey, review this. Okay. So, but guys, I am going to call it a night. We've been having a little bit of sleep deprivation this week. And so I'm going to get caught up tonight. And then I've got tomorrow to get all my, what I call my rat killing, all my errands done. And so I'm going to get that done tomorrow. So I will probably sleep about 12 hours. I've had about 7 combined the last 2 nights. So I'm due. But I hugely appreciate you all coming in. I will get the comment things fixed before next week. I promise. I'll try to get the little corners fixed too. Won't be tonight, but and then I've got one video I think already ready to drop for tomorrow, and then I'm going to start doing the copycat thing. So that's coming up. But like I said, if you have anything you want me to look at, let me know. And I will see you guys next week. Love you guys. Bye.